This morning on The Blend, Tyler Prey, funeral director at Prey Funeral Home, joins us. Good to see you, Tyler.
You too. Thank you.
So Prey Funeral Home has this reputation now for developing really creative memorials and celebrations of life by thinking outside of the box. You've got this outside thinking. Tell us about that.
Well, literally in this case, outside means outdoors.
Yeah.
In the early stages of the COVID quarantine, obviously, we were only allowed to have, at one point, 10 people in attendance in a funeral. But the rules could change a little bit at that time if we were able to spread out and go outside.
Yeah.
So we started holding funerals outdoors. And that meant putting up a very large tent, which allowed us to have up to 100 people gathered.
Yeah.
And in that case, we started not only just being in the tent, but finding other ways to incorporate elements of nature, and making the setting really as important as a part of the funeral as the funeral itself.
So can you offer the same amenities and services that you would inside the funeral home?
Oh,
outside?
sure. Yeah. The tent we've outfitted with all sorts of lighting and sound so that we have what we need to have the audio-visual part of the service. And we've basically made sure that all the creative things that we try to do in every other venue are able to be done outside.
Talk about some of the families' reactions of Greater Eaton County with this offering that you have.
Sure. Well, at first the families were just thankful to have more than 10 people at the funeral. I mean, that's a hard list to cut down.
Yeah.
So. But then after we started holding more and more and the community got used to being outside, we started having almost every funeral those last 2 summers outdoors.
Yeah.
We have about 6 months of the year here in Michigan that are suitable for it.
Right.
And we're just getting into that now. We've had a few services this season already, this summer season. And we anticipate, that many families asking for it just because they want to be outside. They don't want to be in the funeral home or at church. They want the same things that are meaningful, but they want to be comfortable and they want to feel the breeze and they want to see the flowers and everything as they're having this experience.
I think about that and I think, some people might want it in their own yard, or if they have a family farm or some piece of property that's significant.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah, in fact, we have a photo that's a tent much like ours that we had set out on the family farm. And this family, it meant a lot to them to be right by the barn, right by the house.
There it is.
All those people gathered in a place that's more meaningful than maybe the 4 walls of an inside funeral home chapel or another place like that. So
I love those ideas because it's really personalizing it and really a great memorial to the deceased.
Yeah, and it means a lot to the family and it means a lot to us to be a part of it like that.
Tyler Prey, Prey Funeral Home in Charlotte. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tyler.
Thanks.